finding out about things agricultural in a minute. Hang on.
Let's see Jamaica become crime free. In Jamaica and we're Jamaica for economy. No more breed the last thing. Revelation set.
It's time for AgroBuzz, and hey, this week we're turning our focus on Denbigh, the annual agricultural, industrial, and food show. It's gonna come up next weekend, I believe, the 30th of July. Runs that weekend through to the 1st of August, and it's gonna be, as usual, a buzz with activities. So, as you can imagine, preparations are now in high gear, and we want to find out more. So, the Jamaica Agricultural Society, in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, all the agencies and everybody are going to be out in full force because it's the 68th anniversary. And we've got Mr. Lenworth Fulton, president of the Jamaica Agricultural Society, on the phone with us this morning as we have a conversation about what is going on for Denbigh on this 68th staging. Mr. Fulton, welcome. How you do?
I'm good, and thank you very much.
Oh, gosh, it's great to have you. And I've always loved Denbigh from a little picnic. I grew up in Maypen. My parents would always take me, and as an adult, it still has a lot of the same appeal in terms of interesting things, exciting things. And this year, what can patrons look forward to seeing? What will I see?
Turn off the show after 2 years absent. You're going to see some of the traditional things that you're used to from you were a little girl. You're going to see the cattle. You're going to see goats, sheep, in terms of livestock. And you're going to see the traditional farmers putting out their best produce for display and sale. And you're going to have the best gospel concert that is held in Jamaica for over 20 years now.
Oh, wow. That's a nice little summary of what's going to be going on. But you started off by mentioning it. There's been this hiatus. The COVID-19 has not just impacted the show, but the whole agricultural sector. How is that going to impact this year's show?
Well, you will always have the shock of COVID-19. I tell you, even our vendors, our sponsors, they have to come in with less money than they would have been because they too have suffered sales loss and increased expenses and so on. And so it will be an impact, but the show will be good enough to take care of everybody. And as a result of those increased expenses, we have to put a little money on the gate fee.
Okay.
So we have to charge you $1,200 as an adult, up from $1,000, and $600 for children, up from $500. So we could cover some of those expenses because one of the greatest effects of COVID, other than the debt that we unfortunately suffered, is that sales and revenue and everything fell to the ground. So we'll have a good show, a little bit more to come in, but we're going to make it up for you when you get the best food show in Jamaica and the music and the fanfare.
well, let's just go right into it. You gave us a summary of the program this year. Give us a little bit more detail if you can. The program.
Well, the show, as you know, is from July 30 to August 1. It's the gates will open for patrons at about 8 o'clock. It will open for vendors from 6. Tickets will be on sale there. Right at the gate, you will have the ticket buses as we call them. So you will just come there and get your ticket. If you are in Kingston, you can get your ticket at the head office at 67 Church Street from, say, about Monday next week. And we will have the Governor General, the Prime Minister, and the Minister of Agriculture main speakers. And we are going to have a large contingent, as per usual, from the Caribbean, from the Cayman Islands, from Bahamas, Barbados, and other Caribbean countries generally come to see the show. And the pandemic affected them too. So they would like to come and see how we get restarted. And we are going to have visitors from Africa as well.
And you mentioned a gospel show. Who will be performing?
We'll have Colleen Davis will lead, and there's a whole host of the popular gospel show, those that generally go under the management of Tommy Cowan.
And when is that going to be?
That is going to be the first and the second day.
Oh, about what time? What time do I come for that?
6 o'clock in the evening. That will start about 6. And that show is courtesy of the High Pro Jamaica Broilers Group.
Okay.
And they are always the number one sponsor, along with H&L Agri, St. Jago Farm Supply, Caribbean Chemical, Person, and all of them have chipped in to make the show a significant event.
I'm looking forward to it.
It is the biggest plant sale venue in Jamaica every year too. So people who need plants from all variety of fruit, ornamental, lumber, you can come to the show and pick up your plants at a discount rate.
I love the sound of it. I'm excited again. Thank you for sharing the info with us, Mr. Fulton. I come in.
Thank you very much. I hope to see you.
Yes, sir. Our pleasure. Folks, that's the 68th Denbigh Agricultural Show, and we've been hearing about it from Mr. Lenworth Fulton, president of the Jamaica Agricultural Society. It's going to be held next week, Saturday, July 30 to Monday, August 1. Remember, Monday is a holiday, at the Denbigh Showground in Clarendon, under the theme Grow Smart, Eat Smart. Food security is everyone's business. You heard it from Mr. Fulton, $1,200 for adults, $600 for children under 12. Gates open from 8. So let's all go and play our part, support the effort as we support the whole thing about ensuring Jamaica's food security. For what's happening, more information, visit the ministry's website, moa.gov.jm. Follow them on Facebook at Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. Check them out on Twitter and Instagram, MOAFJM. That's what we got for you for this week's installment of AgroBuzz.
I'd like to see Jamaica become crime free. In Jamaica, now we're Jamaican for economy. No more breeder lasting. Remediation set.
And as we move out of AgroBuzz, I think we have time to taste one more song.